Assessors in the trial against Naitasiri High Chief, inoke Takiveikata and others were addressed by lawyers in their summing up statements today. Assessors were asked to consider the evidence in their totality, to decide on the credibility of witnesses and to reach a verdict beyond reasonable doubt.
State lawyer David Tonganivalu submitted there need not always be direct evidence to find someone guilty. He said there was no need to corroborate the evidence given by military operative Sergeant Peniasi Kuli, and that assessors should only consider the fact that Kuli was working undercover during the period in question. He submitted that the accused were part of the plan to kill Prime Minister Vorenga Bainimarama in 2000, and that 7 years on, the very same people have involved themselves again in an indirect way. Takiveikata's lawyer, Aquila Nador, submitted that state witnesses' recollection of events was selective, and that inconsistencies in evidence could not be considered minor, as alluded to by Tonganivalu. He said his client's efforts to bring about reconciliation via newspaper advertisement was misconstrued when Kuli approached him at the time with information about an assassination plan. He said the military was determined to implicate his client and asked assessors to consider the lack of records to substantiate claims that his client was involved. Defense lawyer for 6 of the accused, Iqbal Khan, submitted that the men he represents are in court because of Kuli. He submitted the absence of mobile phone records to show who called who during the time, which left unanswered questions. He said evidence given by former intelligence director and co-accused Metusela Moore showed the lack of verification during the gathering of intelligence. Sivaniolo Naulango's lawyer, Mebu Braza, questioned the military intelligence unit's rules of practice and posed the notion that it may have lacked guidance at the time. He said Moore gave impeccable information that shakes the very foundation of the intelligence report Kuli put together. He said the state lacked the material to prove the link between evidence given and that the defense team have managed to establish gaping loopholes in the prosecution's case. Judge Paul Madigan will sum up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Sherry Ann Wilson, One National News.